highest tactical and technical characteristics and had no analogues in the world. Fast forward to 2024, and it seems the only thing truly unique about the Satan II is its ability to self-destruct before even leaving the test launch pad, making one wonder if even the missile has had enough. When Russia's nuclear-capable intercontinental ballistic missile, ominously dubbed the Satan II, was first tested in 2022, the country's president Vladimir Putin called it a truly unique weapon that would force other countries threatening Russia to think twice. He also said the missile had the highest tactical and technical characteristics and had no analogues in the world. Fast forward to 2024, and it seems the only thing truly unique about the Satan II is its ability to self-destruct before even leaving the test launch pad, making one wonder if even the missile has had enough of Putin's leadership. The failed test did send shockwaves, not across the globe as Putin had envisioned, but directly into the face of his regime's overblown rhetoric. But how did this mighty weapon of mass embarrassment manage to fail so spectacularly? And how do we even know about it, given the Kremlin's obsession with keeping its disasters under wraps? We've got all the answers for you in this video. Now, one question might arise instantly. What is Russia doing testing nuclear missiles while the country is itself falling apart at the seams? 2.5 years into what was supposed to be a David versus Goliath conflict, Ukraine, aka David, has managed to assume the role of the invader with its incursion into the Kursk region and embarrass Goliath on pretty much a daily basis. And here Putin and his cronies are playing missile launch bingo. Well, this wannabe nuclear test was actually a desperate ploy to salvage Russia's reputation through intimidation. Once touted as possessing the second strongest military in the world, Russia has now become a laughingstock on the Ukrainian battlefield, facing humiliation and defeat at every turn since the invasion began. That's why Putin and his lapdogs have been scrambling to save face, and with the Russian soldiers falling like flies, their supposedly superior tanks reduced to scrap metal by Bradley fighting vehicles, essentially glorified battle taxis, and their once mighty Black Sea fleet getting wrecked by a country with no navy, the last thing Putin can boast of is the country's nuclear arsenal. And boy did he take his last-ditch effort seriously. First, Putin announced that Russia would suspend its participation in a nuclear arms pact called the New START Treaty back in February 2023. This pact, the last remaining nuclear arms control pact involving both Russia and the US, was designed to limit the number of nuclear warheads each country could possess. It was a symbolic gesture of stability and restraint in an increasingly volatile world. But with the tide of war turning against him, Putin tore up the rulebook on nuclear arms control in an effort to project an image of power and intimidate his enemies. This is also when Putin first announced that Russia would pursue nuclear testing. America, its number one enemy, the US, was doing so as well. And the US certainly did. Conducting a Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missile, ICBM, test launch did testing, because its number one enemy, the US, was doing so as well. And the US certainly did, conducting a Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missile, ICBM, test launch in September of 2023. But you see, the difference between this test and the one that would take place in Russia a year later is that the US actually managed to launch its missile. Believe it or not, the ICBM's re-entry vehicle even managed to travel roughly 4,200 miles to the Kwajalein Atoll in the Marshall Islands. Now that's just showing off. Naturally, Russia initially thought it could replicate the US's success and one-up their adversary. So Sergei Karakayev, the commander of the strategic missile forces of the Russian Federation, announced that the country intended to carry out 7 ICBM tests in 2024. The ultimate fate of these tests might be deserving of an entirely separate video. But for this one, here's how Putin and his propaganda posse tried to paint a picture of invincibility behind Russia's nuclear arsenal, knowing that all this talk ends in an epic embarrassment makes the following attempts at posturing all the more entertaining. Let's start with the Kremlin's spin doctor-in-chief, Putin. In June 2024, Putin held a now rare press conference with senior editors from international media outlets.
I got news for y'all, man. I got news for y'all, man. Y'all better wake up, man. We about to go to war. And that's for real. I've been on this motherfucker all night listening to what's going on. And so far, we're going to war because Putin,
Iran's recent unveiling
that nigga is not listening.
Aircraft has taken the global defense industry by storm.
I'm telling y'all, y'all better get ready.
Geopolitical circles, military analysts, and aviation experts. As a nation that has been under intense international
y'all better wake up, man. We going to war.
Iran's advancements in military aviation signify a bold step in its pursuit of self-sufficiency.
Putin is not.
Might. The move comes at a time
He's not listening, man. He hard-headed. And he talking about shooting a nuke over here.
Even more significant.
Yep.
The revelation not only demonstrates
if Ukraine
capabilities, but also sends
shoot another missile over there, he said we all in war.
And bolster its military power. Before we start, hit the like and subscribe buttons for more updates. Iran's efforts to develop an independent military aviation industry are not new. For decades, the country has sought to reduce its reliance on
God damn it.
Hey, what is up, YouTube? List of states releasing stimulus checks in February 2024. Check eligibility. We've got all that news and details right here for you in this video. Yes, the list of states releasing stimulus checks in February 2024. Check eligibility. The financial term stimulus check was created during the pandemic, and the United States government is now using that as a way to provide financial relief for many of those on a fixed income, seniors, SSI, SSDI. Yes, for the month of February 2024, there is a list of states that are singling them out. We've got that list for you right here in this video. We've got some great information. And Joshua, the Bucks fan, Logan, what's up, Joshua? Elizabeth, Crystal, hey guys, what's going on? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It is late tonight, and we wanted to bring you guys some news. Gene, Candace, what is going on, my friends? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We've got a lot of information to go over. We've got some updated news just for you, stimulus check information. So we're going to get into it, but first, make sure to hit that subscribe button to make sure you're up to date on all the news coming out. Tommy Whitley, Stroud's, Bless Boutique. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Tangi, King, Yolanda. So many of you guys are up late. Adrian De Los Santos, Connie, Yolanda, Bobby. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I'm telling you guys, are you ready for a change? Are you ready for a new president? Smash that like button. Let us know down below. So you guys know how we like to do it. We got a questionnaire. We're gonna poll that we're gonna put. And are you ready for a new president? Let us know. So yes, no, and then I'm gonna add
Democrat.
It doesn't
Harris and all them Democrats.
Which we're gonna see how many people.
Don't be surprised they do that shit again.
We'll go from there. But guys,
how
you doing? I hope you guys are doing great. Thanks so much for tuning in. We've got so many people tuning in. George, Tommy, Jelana, Carl, Raylan, Nancy, Dan,
That's what
Bobby,
you right here about
Melanie,
to talk about,
Brian,
man.
Rhonda, Jelana, Nancy.
I
Thank
told
you guys
y'all,
for
man.
tuning in. You guys truly are great. We couldn't do this
They
without
about to
you.
suck
And
y'all in
yes,
again.
we're going to ask you to take a second to look at the poll. But if you're ready for a new president, smash that like button.
Yup.
Let us know. So, guys, the list of states releasing stimulus checks in February of 2024.
They
Check
about
the
to suck
eligibility.
y'all in
The
again.
financial term stimulus check was born during the pandemic in the
What
United
y'all
States.
should do?
Federal government, okay? The
It's
federal
still
government try to make life
Put
a
y'all
little
get
bit
anything out.
easier when
Give us our
people were
$2,000
facing hard
every month
financial,
stimulus check.
physical, and mental times.
They
How many
still
of you
owe
guys
that.
would agree and say
They promised
yes?
us that they said
During the pandemic,
when
if I was facing
when
hard financial
when
times,
y'all voted to me
physical
last
times,
time,
and mental.
still ain't gave us
And
that.
if I
They
could
talking
go
about another
back
stimulus check.
and just kind of
We're
group
up.
together what was
Where our
happening during that time,
$2,000 at first?
I remember being in my room
That's what
all
y'all
day for
do.
like 8 to 10 hours, guys, and then I'd go to the living room, and it was a lot mentally, you know, guys. And I'm gonna be honest. Let me tell you what I did. I bought a video game and I played Madden. Now you think about that, was 4 years ago, okay? And I'm not much of a video game, but I played Madden, and I remember it's how it kept me busy. You know, it kept my mind, and I got really into it. And you know, we wasn't going to work, so I wasn't really, you know, I was working full time, I think. But yeah, many of you guys definitely understand what I'm talking about. Just listen to this. 41 votes, okay? Are you ready for a new president? 70%, 76% of you guys said yes, we are. We're ready. Let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So, along with federal government, state governments made multiple announcements of these stimulus checks and have contributed a lot of checks that are coming to the American people. First, these financial aid were sent as stimulus checks, but now, since they haven't really got news about it, some states have their own distribution surplus, tax rebates, and surplus budgets to help the American citizens. So in December, so let's go back to December. Three American states who sent out their stimulus checks and surplus budgets to eligible personnel, they were literally sent out. So let's learn whether your state is sending it this month. And this is why you guys because 4 stimulus checks in February 2024. This is where you come find out the news.
So I don't want to hear that
is
shit
my
that y'all
state
talking about.
even
Y'all
eligible to send out stimulus checks to residents? We are
explaining
explaining what states are sending the rebates this month and what kind of rebates these are. To collect the checks, one must be an eligible taxpayer of the concerned
That's what
state.
they're doing,
Now,
y'all.
that doesn't apply to everybody.
They do that shit again.
It applies to some. So one of the states, and again, we're going to go over how much you're going to receive,
I'm gonna tell y'all
how you will receive it,
how can they give it?
which states
You know
are
why they
actually
doing
doing
that?
it, and what
They
are
gonna
they going
use
to
the
issue?
war.
Is it going to be a direct deposit? Is it
for
going to be a
you.
paper check?
Why they
I know
can't
for many of you guys,
give no
you're
more?
like me, money's money, and
After they get
doesn't
in
matter.
there.
I'll take either one, you know.
Think about it, y'all.
So guys, thank you so much for tuning in.
We're going to war.
Agree with you, Rosa Herrero, PA
So,
was under
the
the
government
pressure, was all
can't
SSA
give
recipients
no
their
money
site.
out.
So let's
They
kind of
need
go
the
over the
money,
information.
man.
So Alabama's talking about
They're
giving
not
out
gonna do that,
$300
man.
to eligible people
They need
in
that money.
Alabama.
To go to war.
Now, how much
They need it.
will you receive? So it really just
They're not gonna
depends
do that.
anywhere from $150 being the minimum up to $300. How will you receive it? Well, they're talking about a direct deposit.
I know what I'm talking about.
Bank account that you get all your direct deposits.
Right.
And if you do get a paper check, you know, it's going to take a little bit longer in order to receive that, okay? And then Arizona, another one on the list. So what they're talking about for Arizona is they're saying you could get a maximum up to $750. The minimum being $250, the max being $750. Again, guys, the refund amount.
And then on top of that,
direct deposit or.
You know what they doing too? All they doing is taking people mind off of the war. And then everybody gonna focus on this stimulus check on the internet. I'm telling you. Man, they know how to work America people, man. They know what they doing. And what the fuck? What was that about? This thing right here, man. Huh?
With autonomous defensive and offensive functions. It's the largest and heaviest aircraft that can sustain flight at Mach 2+, which is more than twice the speed of sound. Ukraine has accused Russia of using these bombers in the war, a claim refuted by Moscow.
Yep.
The modernization of the Tu-160M underscores Russia's commitment towards maintaining a robust nuclear deterrent. The aircraft's ability to carry multiple hypersonic weapons poses a significant challenge to Western defense systems.
Russia is known for its defense aircraft bombers and is manufactured here in Kazan, the city where I am. There have been expert comments in India that India should procure that the Tu aircraft bomber, which is also known as the White Star.
Check out, y'all.
It was developed
Y'all better
by
get ready,
the
man.
Soviet Union
Better go to the
during
store
the height
and
of
stock up
Cold
on
War
toilet
and
paper,
inducted in
Lysol,
the Air Force in
all that
late
shit, man.
1980s. But if you
Cause we
talk
going to
about
war.
the India-Russia
Cause Russia, Putin,
relationship, this is a very close
being
relationship.
hardhead,
There have
man.
been a lot of engagements, whether it is the BrahMos or whether it is the S-400.
And I'm not lying. You see what they talking about.
From Russia, and the focus is that how this relationship can be
I'm
taken
telling you.
forward.
Russia even said it
Russia is playing an
out his
important
own mouth.
role in terms of make in
He
India
told United States, get ready.
that is something
Cause we
that
going to
is
war.
part of the Indian government's policy of Atmanirbhar Bharat.
Yup.
With video
See,
journalist
y'all ain't
Manish
listening to the
Chansiri
internet.
from
Y'all
Kazan,
ain't paying
Russia.
attention to this.
International Monetary
But I
Fund
do.
has recently
I've been
ranked
listening to
Russia
it all
as the
night. I
world's
ain't been
fourth
asleep yet.
largest economy based on purchasing
Russia
power
told
parity.
United States,
That
get
means
ready.
Japan has now slipped a
Get
spot
ready.
to fourth. As the war intensifies, the shift highlights how Western sanctions have failed to stop Russia amid ongoing hostilities. The
That's what
country's
Russia said,
GDP
man.
now accounts for 3.55% of global output in PPP terms, just behind China, the US, and India. As the conflict persists,
I'ma
the
tell y'all
economic landscape
something.
is evolving. Russia's adaptation has included aggressive
Israel,
infrastructure
right?
expansions
You
in
know
the
that's
south
what
of
Russia
industrial
fighting,
production,
right?
leading
No,
to its recent
I
economic
mean not.
ascent.
Damn, I'm getting
In
Israel
stark
mixed up because
contrast,
they
the economic
fighting too.
share of
But
G7
and they
nations
are
has
allies,
declined,
you know.
dropping from over 50% in
You might be going to
1982
war to
to
help them.
29% in
But
2024. This
check this
trend
out, y'all.
underscores a
Y'all
significant
see who
shift
right
in
there?
global economic power. And while the West
Check
continues
it
to
out,
oppose
y'all.
sanctions, the cost of war is evident in the misery it brings to countless lives. As nations grapple with rising costs and instability, the focus should
Russia
shift
told United
from
States
confrontation
that
to diplomacy. The prolonged conflict
if
serves
Ukraine
only to
shoot another
entrench
bomb over
divisions and
here,
exasperate suffering on
United
all
States,
sides.
get ready for
Ending
war. You
hostilities
know
could
why he
pave
say
the way
that?
for a more
Because
cooperative
United
global
States is
environment, allowing for
supporting
economic recovery
Ukraine
and
with all
stability.
these
The time has
long
come to prioritize
missiles
peace
that can
over
reach
power
into
struggle,
his
recognizing that the true cost of war
hood.
far outweigh any perceived
Yup.
economic gains. South Korea has
And
expressed
they can
North Korea's
drive to the
grave
hood because
concern
we
for
gave
Russia's move to
Ukraine,
ratify its defense treaty with
I
North
think it was
Korea.
5 or
This after
something,
lawmakers in
jet
Russia's
airplanes.
lower house, the Duma,
And you
voted
know our jet
89-7
airplanes ain't
to
no
0
joke.
to ratify the treaty. It will now be sent to the Upper Federation Council for their approval. Now, the treaty
Russia,
provides
Putin,
for mutual assistance if
Putin
either
know
party
that
faces aggression.
if you got
In a
airplanes,
statement on Friday, South
you can
Korea
do a lot of
strongly
more damage
urged the
because you
cessation
can
of
fly
quote-unquote
and
illegal
drop them
cooperation between
motherfuckers off.
Russia and North Korea. According to South Korea as well as the
And you
United
know
States,
all our
hundreds of
missiles,
North Korean
you
troops
know what they got on
patrolled
them?
in Russia.
GPS. you can guide them to wherever you want them to go.
Units trained in Russia.
And with that being said,
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky
Ukraine
claimed the
can
troops
tear
will be sent to
Russia's city up.
this weekend.
They can fly right there. You go right there, y'all. There you go right there. Look at his stuff. Look at all his stuff going. That's Russia, y'all. Look. I'm showing y'all some shit. This is real. This is real shit going on. That's Russia taking all his equipment, man, over there, man.
As the Russian troops advance in eastern Ukraine and war fatigue,
you hear that? This is what he's saying. Y'all see that? I ain't lying.
Is saying that Moscow is open to a reasonable compromise with Kiev.
We are ready to seek the compromises. We are ready to accept the reasonable compromises. I do not want to plunge into details because there are no substantial.
I'm telling you, that man right there ain't trying to hear nothing people saying.
Putin said that Ukraine had already
he said Ukraine shoot another missile over in his territory, well, in his city. But we didn't bomb a couple of his army bases, the army bases and shit. There they go. They showing it. They showing it right there. Yup. We didn't bomb. Ukraine didn't bomb a lot of Russian army bases. Putin said if he shoot another one over here, he said, America, get ready. Ain't no talking. We're going to war.
Moreover, Ukraine is aiming to organize a new summit by the end of this year. And once Russia,
as far as what I hear, you keep telling me that you waiting for me to shoot the bomb.
Others were injured.
You know what he told? You know what he told Joe Biden?
In Ukrainian capital Kiev on
Joe Biden, I don't care what you do when I shoot it.
Fire on the upper floors of the building.
We'll just have to deal with
in
it.
the Solomiansky district.
But if that's what you want me to do, I'm gonna shoot it.
Over 100 people were evacuated.
And you think
firefighting operations.
Russia told Putin, if you think I'm lying,
also, in the
tell Ukraine to shoot one over here.
3 people were killed and 9 were injured after Moscow hit residencies and a medical facility.
But guess what?
According
America
to
ain't scared.
City, several strikes hit different areas there.
You know what America said? America told Ukraine, keep shooting them over there. Hell with him.
It is backed by the profits
we got your back.
Sovereign assets,
and we do, because we know where Putin at.
In a statement,
our Navy is watching him every step he do. Don't forget, man, there's cameras in the sky. And we one of them that got him up there. They watching Putin every move.
And all this as Ukraine
so we know where he at.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky.
We can get in our jet airplane right now with a bomb on it.
Will be ready in November. Zelensky
and go kill him right now.
Successful one, highlighting how it was
America Navy know where Putin at all times. And this man right here is the president of Ukraine.
One that will reliably guarantee the security for country and people.
The Russians unveiled a formidable upgrade.
But listen, y'all.
160M strategic bomber, a move to further solidify its.
Y'all think I'm lying? Listen.
Power. And our next story decodes as to how the White Swan, as this plane is known, is now equipped with an advanced weapon system.
And trust me, I'm not bullshitting, man. I'm not bullshitting. I ain't telling y'all no fake shit or nothing. I never do that. You see that right there? You know who plane that is? That's Russia. You know what that carries? That plane is big like that, so it can carry. You know what it is? A nuke. Nuke, man. Listen what he say.
Russia's strategic air power is taking a quantum leap with a big upgrade of its Tu-160M.
You think I'm lying? Listen to what that man say. You see that bomb right there? See that? See that right there? That he dropped out his plane. See that? Yep. Listen, y'all.
Tu-160M emerging from the Kazan aviation plant now boasts groundbreaking innovations.
This is Russia. getting ready, man. This is Russia. He's not playing.
coupled with advanced air-to-air missiles. This will enable the massive bomber to detect and engage threats from all
Listen, y'all.
directions without compromising its primary strike mission. This technological advancement, combined with state-of-the-art
So while all y'all American people or whatever playing hopscotch and all that shit on the internet and all that shit, y'all better be paying attention to this shit right here. Because in a minute we go to war, it ain't gonna be no internet. Internet gonna be blowed up.
Russia is looking to transform
where it won't work.
bomber from a conventional strategic deterrent
or your
into a
phone.
mobile strike platform
Because
with
if they
autonomous
destroy
defensive functions.
those data
It's the largest and heaviest
on those satellites and
that can
stuff,
sustain flight at Mach
cell
2+,
phones and
which is
computers
more
is
than twice
gone.
the speed of sound.
They're gonna be blank screen.
Ukraine has accused Russia
Even
of
mine.
using bombers in the war, a claim refuted by Moscow. The modernization of the Tu-160
Y'all better pay attention, man.
Russia's
That
commitment
nigga ain't
to
bullshitting.
maintaining a
He's
robust
getting his things
exterior.
down. You know what they doing?
Aircraft's
They
ability to carry
practicing.
multiple hypersonic weapons
They
poses a
practicing war.
significant challenge to Western defense systems.
Yup.
Russia is known for its defense manufacturing
Listen.
and defense production. The Tu aircraft bomber is one of the world's largest aircraft bombers and is manufactured here in Kazan, the city where I am. There have been expert comments in India that India should procure that the Tu aircraft bomber, which is also known as the White Swan. It was developed by the Soviet Union during the height of the Cold War and inducted in the Soviet Air Force in late 1980s. But if you talk about the India-Russia defense relationship, this is a very close relationship. There has been a lot of engagement.
Not bullshitting,
whether
y'all.
it is the BrahMos or whether it is the S-400.
Trying to wake y'all up, man.
Importing from Russia, and the focus is
Now,
that how this
my thing right here, man,
taken forward.
it should be
That
full
Russia is playing
of
an
people,
important
man.
role in terms of make in India.
That just showed me right there, man.
That is something that is part
Y'all
of the
people
Indian government's
ain't thinking
policy
about this.
of Atmanirbhar Bharat. With video journalist Sajid Siddharth for Beyond in Kazan, Russia.
The International Monetary Fund has recently
Y'all
ranked
taking this
Russia
shit as a
the
joke.
world's fourth largest economy based on
Let me tell
purchasing
y'all
power
something.
parity.
When this
That
shit
means
go
Japan
down,
has
because
now
it's going
slipped
down,
a spot to fourth. As the war intensifies, the shift highlights
then
how
y'all
Washington
eyeballs
sanctions
gonna
has
get
failed
big
to
as fuck.
stop Russia amid ongoing hostilities. The country's GDP now accounts for 3.5%
Y'all eyeballs gonna get
of
big as
global
fuck. And you know
output
what
in
else y'all gonna do?
terms,
Damn,
behind China,
that nigga
the
was
US,
right.
and India.
And that nigga
As the
told
conflict
us,
persists, the economic landscape is
damn,
evolving. Russia's
man, we don't got
adaptations
no
include
food in the
aggressive
house.
import substitutions,
Because I'm telling you, when we go to war, Jack,
production,
it's a whole different
leading
ball
to its
game, Jack.
recent economic recession. In stark contrast, the
Everything gonna
economic
be
share
shut
of
down.
G7 nations has declined, dropping from over 50% in 1982
They
to
gonna
29%
tell
in
everybody to
2024.
report to your
This
house.
trend underscores a significant shift in global economic power. And while the West continues to
And let
impose
me tell you
sanctions, the
something.
cost of war is evident in the
In my
misery
neighborhood,
it brings
guess
to
what
countless
everybody
lives
doing?
as nations grapple with
Buying
rising
toilet
costs and
paper,
instability. The
rubbing
focus should shift
alcohol,
from confrontation to
Lysol,
diplomacy. The prolonged
canned
conflict
goods,
serves only to
all
entrench
kind of
divisions and
food out the grocery
exacerbate
store
suffering on all sides.
in my
Ending
neighborhood.
hostilities could pave the way for a more
Even me,
cooperative
man, I
global
got so many
environment.
canned goods, you
One for
can't even
economic
count them.
recovery and
You'll get
stability.
tired and say,
The
man,
time
hell
has
with
come
that,
to
I'm tired.
prioritize peace over power
Can't even
struggle,
count them.
recognizing
That's how many
that the
canned
true
goods
costs
I
of
got.
war far outweigh any perceived
Toilet paper,
economic gains.
South
man,
Korea has expressed
I got a closet
great
full of toilet
concern
paper
over
from
Russia's
the
move to
floor all the way up
ratify
to the
its
ceiling.
defense treaty with
Nothing but
North Korea.
toilet paper.
And this after lawmakers
My
in
other closet
Russia's
filled
lower
up with
house,
paper
the Duma,
towels.
voted 397-0 to ratify the treaty. It will now be sent to the
You know
Armed
why?
Federation Council for their
Because it's
approval.
going to be a
The
war.
treaty provides for mutual assistance if either party faces
All
aggression.
of United
Friday,
States
South Korea strongly
Army
urged
man
the
and
cessation of
all our
aggregate illegal
equipment
cooperation
is over
between
there.
Russia and North
Over
Korea.
there
According to
at
South Korea as well as the United
Ukraine
States, thousands of North
and
Korean
over there
troops
at
were training in Russia.
Taiwan. All our army mans is over there. Everything is over there, y'all.
Units trained in Russia has been deployed in Kursk.
Everything is over there.
Zelensky claimed the troops
In our Marines, Navy, and Army, they all over there on Taiwan, and they all over there at Ukraine, man.
Putin did not accept the claims, but
Cause I'm gonna tell you something. China talking about
to utilize North
invading
amid Ukraine
Taiwan.
conflict. Putin also asserted that if Kyiv sought to join the NATO, Moscow would take
And y'all,
whatever measures
I don't know if y'all know.
necessary to
Y'all know
ensure
North Korea?
its own security.
As the Russian
Guess what?
in eastern Ukraine and war fatigue looms over
Donald
Kiev's
Trump
army,
banned
President Putin is
North
saying
Korea
that
president
reasonable
with nuclear
compromises.
bombs, right? They voted him. They voted him out the office, right?
Accept the reasonable compromises.
Tell me
I do
this:
not want to plunge into details
Why?
because there are no substantial negotiations right now.
Why Joe Biden
Speaking
didn't
Russia One television
continue
Putin
his
said
talk
that Ukraine
with
had already
Ukraine?
rejected the Russian ceasefire initiatives twice
Why?
that were relayed via Turkey. He described the behavior of the Ukrainian
And you know what
side as
Ukraine
completely
did?
irrational.
The nigga
According
tested
to
a
Walt,
bomb
10 days after the
when
Ukrainian President
Joe
Volodymyr
Biden
Zelensky
was in
unveiled
the
his
White
victory
House.
plan in which he rejected claims of any territorial concessions.
And this nigga ain't
He
even
also
do
urged
nothing.
ramping up the Western backing, including an invitation to join NATO.
So guess what?
Russia has seized
North
only
Korea
1/5
have
of Ukraine's
nuclear
territory
bombs
since the
now
invasion began,
and
reducing
warheads.
cities to rubble and killing thousands of civilians.
And he
Due
got
to the
so
threat
many
to
of them,
lawmakers while also
can't
unveiling
even
a victory
count them,
plan.
man.
Zelensky ruled out the possibility that Ukraine could cede some
The whole
territory
time
and also
Joe
dismissed any
Biden been in the
prospect
White
of
House,
pause in the conflict.
that nigga been making them.
Moreover, Ukraine is
Making his
scheduled to organize
nuclear
a new peace
bombs,
summit by the
his
end of this year
warheads.
and wants Russia to
And you know
return
how
to
long
peace
that
talks.
been? It's
So
been
one war
4
comes to
years.
another.
So
At
he
least
done
2
made
people
four,
killed
he
and
done
10
made
others were injured after Russian
nuclear
drones
bombs
struck a
for 4
multi-story
years.
building
So
in
just
Ukrainian
imagine how
capital
many he got.
Kyiv on Friday evening. Well, the strike triggered a
Then you
fire
know what he
on the
said?
upper floors of the
He
building,
said,
which is located in the
he said,
Solomansky
I'm
district,
gonna nuke
situated in the west
America.
of the city's
And
center.
I'm not gonna tell
Over
you
100
when.
people were evacuated
But
from the
believe me,
high-rise.
I'm gonna
Firefighting
nuke
operations
y'all.
are underway
The nigga
as
said
of
he
now.
gonna nuke us,
Also, in the
and
central
he don't supposed
Ukrainian
to have
city of
no
Dnipro, 3
nuclear
people were
bombs.
killed
He
and
supposed
9
to
were
destroy
injured
his
after
warehouse,
Moscow
which he
hit
did when
residencies
Donald
and
Trump
a
was in the
medical
White House.
facility.
But Donald Trump,
According to
no, he
reports
had
from
another
Moscow,
one that was
several strikes
underground.
hit different areas there.
And Donald Trump
Now, amid
know
heightened
that.
talks, G7
And he was
leaders
going to
have
destroy it.
finalized details
But
surrounding
the
a
dumb
$50
idiots,
billion loan
America
to
people
Ukraine.
voted
It is backed
Joe
by the
Biden in the
profits
office.
of Russian sovereign assets, which were
Joe
frozen
Biden ain't
following
do
its invasion
nothing
of
about
Ukraine. In a statement,
North
the group
Korea
said
nuclear
the loan
bombs and
proceeds
warheads.
will be distributed through multiple channels to support Ukraine's budgetary,
So North
military,
Korea,
and reconstruction
that nigga
efforts
said, oh well,
as
we
it
got
fights
United
its
States of
war
America
with
got a
Russia.
soft ass
And all
president.
this as Ukraine
So
plans the second
I don't
peace
got nothing to
summit.
worry about.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said on
So the
Friday
niggas
that
made
the
him.
final
And he
document
got
in
him now. And
preparation
now
for the
he
summit
threatened
will be
United
ready
States
in
with him.
November. Zelensky called the first summit a successful one, highlighting how it was attended by over 100 countries and international organizations.
And guess
We
what?
must do everything to ensure that the next
Guess
peace
what,
summit is
y'all?
held, which will put an end to the war,
Pamela
a
Harris,
just end, one that will reliably guarantee the
the
security
dumb
of the
lady
country
that's
and
running
people.
for
Russia
president,
conveyed a formidable upgrade to its
she knew that
Tu-160
too
bomber, a
about
move
North
that
Korea.
solidifies its
She
position as a
part of
global
it.
military
She let
power.
them make
And our next
nuclear
story goes to how
bombs.
the White Swan, as this plane is known, is now equipped with some advanced weapon systems and defensive capabilities, making it a very potent
Let me
threat
tell y'all something,
to any
man. Do
potentially
y'all know what
dangerous
a nuclear bomb will do if they drop that motherfucker on United States of America? Do y'all know what that'll do? Everybody will be
Russia's
dead.
Tu-160M, the
I'm just gonna
largest
flat
and
out
most
tell y'all.
powerful
I ain't gonna even let y'all
nuclear-capable
guess.
bomber
I'm gonna
ever
tell
built.
y'all. Everybody be dead.
Russia's strategic air power is taking a
And the
quantum
ones,
leap
look,
with the
the
big
ones that
upgrade
don't die,
its Tu-160M,
guess what's gonna kill
our
y'all?
White Swan bomber that turns the world's
Radiation.
largest and
Because a
fastest
nuclear
nuclear-capable
bomb
aircraft
have
into
radiation
even
in it.
more
So when it
formidable weapon
explodes,
systems.
all that radiation go up with the
The modernized
mushroom that go in the air,
Tu-160M emerging
And
from
guess what?
aviation
It be in the
parks
air.
now boast
So every time you
groundbreaking
inhale,
innovations
you
that
inhale that.
fundamentally
And when you
alter
inhale
that
it, guess
potential.
what it do? It
At the
destroy
heart
your
of the upgrades is a
organs.
sophisticated
Eventually,
rear-facing
you will
radar
die,
system
but you will die
coupled
slow.
with advanced
But
air-to-air
eventually,
missiles.
you will just fall on the
This will
ground and
enable
die.
the massive bomber to detect
So,
and engage threats from all
if the bomb
directions
don't kill
without
us,
compromising
the
its primary
nuclear,
strike mission. This technological advancement,
the
combined with state-of-the-art electronic warfare systems and
that is
next-generation
the
radio
that'll
greatly
finish us
enhances
off.
the
That right
$163
there.
million aircraft's survivability. Military bloggers
You
call
will
the
start
fleet
off
bomber
sick,
a flying
and
truck,
I mean
as
sick
it will
as
carry a
hell.
wide
You will
range
be
of armaments,
sick
from
as
nuclear
hell. You
missiles
will
to
be sick.
hypersonic cruise missiles amid precision-guided
You
bombs.
you you will be.
Russia is looking to transform the huge
You will
bomber
never
from a
experience
conventional
this
strategic
sickness
deterrent into a mobile strike platform
in
with
your life. You
autonomous
never
defensive
experienced
and
it.
offensive functions. It's the
It'll be
largest and
worse as
heaviest
hell, man.
aircraft that
You'll
can
be
sustain
miserable as
flight
hell.
at Mach
And
2
guess what?
plus, which is
You
more
won't
than
have no
twice the
hospital to
speed of
go
sound.
to.
Ukraine has
They'll all
accused
be
Russia
shut
of
down.
using these bombers in the war, a claim refuted by Moscow. The modernization of the Tu-160M
Cause
underscores
it'll be
Russia's
bombs
commitment
going everywhere,
towards
man.
maintaining a robust nuclear deterrent.
Bombs
The
going
aircraft's
everywhere,
ability
y'all.
to carry multiple hypersonic
If
weapons
America go to war,
poses a
man, which we
significant
is,
challenge to Western
cause
defense
Russia
systems.
ain't backing down.
Russia
He
is
not
known
doing
for its
nothing we
defense
tell him.
manufacturing and defense production. The Tu aircraft bomber is one of the world's largest aircraft bombers and is manufactured here in Kazan, the city where I am.
And
There
look,
have been expert
if
comments in
this all I
India
got
that
to
India
say,
should procure
if you
that
think I'm lying,
the Tu aircraft bomber, which is also known as
look
the
it up.
White Swan.
You
It
don't
was
even gotta look it
developed
up.
by the Soviet
All you gotta
Union
do
during
is
the
go on
height of the
YouTube.
Cold War and inducted in the Soviet
Everything
Air
is on
Force
YouTube,
in the
y'all.
late
That's basically what
1980s.
YouTube is talking
But
about.
if we
This
talk
damn
about
war right here, man.
the India-Russia
If you go to
defense
every station, it's
relationship,
damn near
this is
every
a very
station is
close
on the war.
relationship. There has been a lot of engagements, whether it is the BrahMos
If you
or
think
whether
I'm
it is
lying,
the
go to
S-400.
YouTube. You will see it
India
yourself.
is
That's what I'm
fighting
on.
from
This is
Russia,
YouTube.
and the focus is that how
Everything
this
is on
relationship
YouTube,
can be
man.
taken forward
You want me to
so
prove it
that
to you?
Russia is playing an
Okay,
important
watch
role
this.
in terms of
Watch
make
this.
in India defense production. That
Watch
is
this,
something
y'all.
that is
Watch
part
what I
of the
do.
Indian government's
Watch this.
policy.
I'm gonna show y'all that it's on
Video
YouTube. Watch
journalist
this.
Ajit
Watch this.
Sudhanshu
I'm gonna
for
go to my
Beyond
platform,
Kazan,
right?
Russia.
Here you go. Look, look, look. Here you go right here, y'all. Look. Bam. What y'all see right there, man? Look. Bam, 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 bam. One thing a dog. That's just to throw y'all off. Get y'all attention. Okay? Watch this. Watch this. That's just to throw y'all off. Right? That's just to throw y'all off. Watch when I go up some more. Look at that. Look at that right there. Bam, bam, bam. This right here, bam. Look, throw y'all off. They got something on there where it draw y'all attention to it. Right here, look. But watch this. When I go up again, watch this. Watch what happens. Look, look. Bam, 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 bam. See that? See that, y'all? Look. Go up again. Look at this. Bam, bam, bam. Everything is about that. Look. Everybody is doing that, man. Look, they got this to throw y'all off a little bit. Every now and then they put something in, look, throw y'all off. And this is the talk of the news. So they put that on there to draw y'all attention away from it. But look what's next to it. Bam. Look, bam, bam, bam. Got another one to throw y'all off. See that? I go up again, look. More. See? Bam, in the middle. Throw y'all off. Bam, look at this. Bam. Go up again, look. Look. Look, y'all. Look at this shit. Look at that. Look. See that? Look. I keep telling y'all, man. I'm not playing. These people is not playing, man. They not playing, man. See? That's the talk of the world, man. See? And look, I can go all the way up here, man. And look, it's still talking about it. See that? Bam. See that? Bam. Yeah? See this? Look. Bam. See that? Bam. See? go all the way, but let's go back. Matter of fact, I'm about to go to this right here. Okay? What that say right there? North Korea. Watch this. Watch what's going on over there. Watch this. Watch this. Look, we about to see what North Korea doing. Y'all ready? Y'all ain't even on here. Y'all all gone. Stupid motherfuckers.
State Department colleagues say we are deeply troubled by this legislation that would shutter the UNRWA operations. As you highlight, there are millions of Palestinians who rely on that aid, and so implementing this legislation would pose.
And this right here is North Korea.
That are dependent on that aid. And so
this North Korea right here, y'all.
Urge the government of Israel to pause implementation of the legislation. As you've highlighted, the letter that Secretary Austin and Secretary Blinken made quite clear that we're opposed to implementation of the legislation.
Motherfucker, focus.
There could be consequences under U.S. law and U.S. policy for the implementation. So again, we'll continue to urge the government of Israel.
That man right there is a sergeant of an army.
Carry out its mission and facilitate humanitarian assistance.
Are you saying that they go hand in hand, essentially?
That's the man. That's the sergeant.
The 30-day implementation.
I think the Marines or something.
Israel, regardless of
I don't know what, but whatever. He's a sergeant of Marines, Navy, Army, one of those. So he should know what he's talking about.
Potential ramifications against Israel.
Zero.
We made clear in that letter that there are some
man, y'all come on here and go off and all that.
Some things that will take more time. I'm not going to.
Y'all think this a joke, man?
But as was made very clear in the
whatever y'all doing, man, y'all ain't about to do that
could have
more.
Implications.
When we go to war, man,
and U.S. policy that remains.
Shit is tore up.
We'll keep you updated.
Ukraine.
Y'all keep coming on my thing. Anything, I should have 1,000 people on here looking at this.
Information right now to corroborate the
looking at this.
There are DPRK.
This is serious. This is some serious stuff. Whatever y'all doing, y'all need to drop that shit, man. And look at this.
We're putting in place a large-scale nuclear exercise today.
You hear what that man said? Nuclear. That's what Russia, North Korea. That's what they talking about shooting over here.
That they say are
y'all think this a joke, man? I done have about 18 people on here and they all gone.
What is your response to that?
So that just show me, man. America people always think somebody playing. But this right here, ain't nobody playing, man.
So no surprise there.
Let me tell y'all something. All of our army mans and navies and everybody, they all over in Taiwan and Ukraine. Everybody is over there.
What is your response to the Palestine security forces
telling y'all? And I know, because I be on this mug all day, man. All night. I ain't been asleep yet.
Palestine security forces in
I ain't been asleep yet, so I know what I'm talking about.
The security situation,
y'all taking it as a joke.
And I'm assuming you're talking about the West.
You know what? Half of y'all gonna be running around here hungry.
You know, again, we
trying to find toilet paper and shit.
A ratcheting down.
Ain't nothing gonna be in the grocery store.
I think we've been very clear in terms of our opposition.
Y'all think I'm playing?
Settler violence or expansion.
What? When it happen,
we'll continue.
I'm gonna be laughing at y'all, man.
Israeli partners.
You know why? Because y'all want to act silly and come here, listen, and then leave, and then the shit happening.
Ratcheting up.
Then y'all feeling stupid.
We do see.
Keep on, because I don't care.
A role for the Palestinians.
I don't care. Y'all can leave all day.
But again, we'll continue to
but my video thing gonna keep rolling, looking at it like it's doing. One thing for sure, y'all can't say I ain't warning y'all. All the people that's looking at it, coming on, y'all can't say I ain't tell y'all.
Alongside Hamas, but just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, I'm not tracking anything like that now.
Well, this would be, what is your response to UNRWA involvement in terror activity?
Look, I'm not going to have anything beyond what I've said. We believe that.
Y'all hear that right there? Terrorists. Guess what? The terrorists trying to join
and again,
Iran.
To urge,
you know that? Y'all know that?
To pause implementing legislation that would potentially prevent that aid from getting to them. Thank you.
And guess who them is? Them the people that bombed the World Trade Center building with them planes. Them people talking about getting America too. They trying to join Iran. Y'all know who Iran is fighting, don't y'all? Yeah, they're fighting one of our allies.
Some of their feared special forces.
That's why that man mentioned terrorists.
Are these troops?
They talking about joining
this is something we're going to
Iran.
continue to assess. Initial indications.
Y'all think this is a joke?
Troops will be
Ain't no joke, man.
Infantry role, but again, what that could be.
Ain't no joke, man. If y'all only know what I know, because I've been on this shit every day. I've been on it.
These are conscripts or
So I know what's going on.
Nothing that I'm prepared to pass.
And I can guarantee y'all don't know what's going on.
A Pentagon inspector
Y'all sleep.
put out a report.
I guarantee you y'all sleep.
Overcharged the Air Force.
Y'all don't know what's going on.
A laboratory soap dispenser.
I tell y'all one thing, when this shit go down, and it's gonna go down, when it go down, too late.
Just an example of price gouging.
Yeah, I done already did my grocery shopping. Did my grocery shopping 4 days.
The Air Force are managing tax dollars.
Oh,
yeah, thanks, Tony.
I got enough shit.
The IG report, its findings and its recommendations. I'm not going to offer a further characterization of the report or the specific contracting actions that it refers to. I will say that the Air Force is into their own operations to include, obviously, the language.
Look, here y'all go right here. Watch what this lady talk about.
Namaskar, this is First Post and you're watching Vantage with me, Palki Sharma.
Watch what she talk about. Everybody is talking about this shit. And she know what she talking about, because we follow it. Listen what she saying.
Attacked Iran, but before firing the missiles, it apparently sent warnings with details of what it would strike. In response, Iran is making the right noises and showing outrage, but not talking about retaliation. Does this mean both sides are working towards wrapping this up? And if yes, then why is Netanyahu planning to fire his defense minister who wants to end the war? We'll break it down for you. In India, the Spanish Prime Minister is visiting, the first one in 18 years, and the focus
See
is
that?
on
Look,
ties.
I'm going to tell y'all something. Everybody trying to end the war, right? But those foreign countries, they ain't trying to hear that shit. Y'all better wake up. Listen. Y'all see that I ain't lying. Listen what she say.
Look at this relationship and tell you
Listen what she say.
Is a good partner to have in Europe. In the US, Washington Post is under fire.
Look,
for
US,
decades, they won't
listen.
a presidential candidate. Did owner Jeff Bezos strike a secret deal with Donald Trump? And why do American newspapers endorse candidates? How does it impact the election? We'll discuss all of that. Japan's election has thrown up a hung parliament. What happened?
Listen, y'all, it's a whole bunch of shit in the game.
Zelensky says Prime Minister Modi can help end the war. How Pakistan is hunting for more loans, why Hindus are rallying in Bangladesh, why Russia is being accused of interference in the Georgia election, and why gambling is being called a global public health threat.
You see that? Health threat.
All this and more coming up. The headlines.
I'm telling y'all, whole bunch of bullshit going on, boy. Y'all better wake up.
These 3 assailants killed in the gunfight. Security forces launched a large-scale operation to nab the terrorists who fled the scene. Since last week, Jammu and Kashmir has seen a series of terror attacks.
You hear that?
Over Chinese flags in Malaysia sparks backlash. Tension started over.
And we have a lot of them in America.
In Malaysia's Perak state, this led to an outcry with people gathering to unfurl Malaysia's flag.
If y'all don't know that, we have a lot of terrorist people in United States.
Impact tourism. Boko Haram attacks Chad's army near the Nigerian border, killing around 40 soldiers in the night attack. The Boko Haram insurgency erupted in northern.
You can't kill soldiers and it don't be no repercussion from that. I'm telling y'all. You see that? Everybody fighting.
Japan's Mount Fuji remains snowless in the latest It's the latest date that the slopes have been
I think this
bare
world is
records
coming to
began
an end, Jack.
130 years ago. Usually the volcano's snow cap begins forming by early October. Japan's summer this year was its joint hottest on record, equaling last year. And Afghanistan's morality ministry is introducing a new ban. It's on images of living beings, including animals, in the media. Taliban officials have already started barring photography and filming. Only pictures of buildings, landscapes, and audio recordings
See that, y'all?
will be permitted.
And believe me, everything she say out of her mouth is facts. It ain't no bullshit, because she don't like that. She believe America people should know the truth. See that right there that she's showing? See that?
We hit hard Iran's defense
See that?
capabilities and its ability to produce missiles that are aimed at us.
See that right there? Guess what? Y'all see that? People is going crazy because it's war, man. You read that, don't you?
We start with West Asia.
Listen to this.
Weekends tend to be a busy affair. Beyond the bombings, which have unfortunately become par for the course, this time we saw Israel striking Iran. Yes, it's finally happened. After weeks of planning, Netanyahu and team finally attacked Iran. They called the airstrikes precise and targeted. It was retaliation. Earlier this month, Tehran had rained some 200 missiles on Israel, so this Friday, Israel fired back, although not on the same scale.
See that, y'all? Look, y'all.
In Iran.
Look, y'all. Let me hip y'all on to something, okay? Y'all see that right there? Y'all see all that stuff right there? You know what them is? Them missiles. Bombs that do big explosion, tear up shit. Them bombs coming out the sky. Them bombs. Let's go back.
And in the
Them is bombs right there, y'all.
Would Israel attack Iran's nuclear and oil facilities?
And see, where you see, look, there go one right there, flying like a motherfucker, going to tear up something.
American pressure.
See that?
He opted for a limited operation, firing at Iran's defense system.
And you see what they doing? You know what they doing? Planning what to do, what to hit, what to bomb. That's what they doing.
Let's show you some pictures. This is one of the
now look, she's gonna show pictures.
Apparently, Iran had built this to test nuclear weapons. The IDF attacked it with jets and drones, and Netanyahu says, mission accomplished. He says Israel has achieved all of its goals.
The attack in Iran was precise and powerful and achieved all of its objectives.
You see that? See, I ain't playing.
This attack, and Tehran has vowed to avenge their death. Iran's president said they will give a quote-unquote appropriate response. At the same time, he said Iran does not want a war, and his statements have been measured and guarded. It's like both
Iran don't want no war.
Iran and Israel. They don't want to be seen as weak,
see that?
But they want to avoid an escalation. Look at this report. It says that Israel gave a heads up to Iran before the strikes.
See that?
It sent several messages to Tehran, which were delivered by intermediaries. Through these messages, Israel told Iran that it was planning to strike. It also
y'all see I ain't playing. You hear that?
And shared details like which sites will come under attack and which ones will be avoided. But why would Israel do this? To minimize damage on the Iranian side so that they don't feel compelled to launch a counterattack. Basically, Israel tried telling Iran, let this be the last attack. Unless you escalate from here, we won't strike again. But if you strike back, if you harm Israeli citizens, then the IDF will come back with greater force. Of course, Israel has neither confirmed nor denied any of these reports. These two countries,
y'all see Israel, right?
They have no diplomatic relations.
Guess what?
Iran does not even recognize the state of Israel. So officially, Israel would never confirm
Israel is part of us.
Iranians before an attack.
So,
but it does make sense
if it go bad, or if they shoot a nuclear,
and two, it has also
over there in Israel,
capabilities. It has shown
all hell gonna break out. You know why? Because we gonna have to do something.
With pinpoint accuracy.
Right now they ain't doing that.
And the message has
so
the intended
we ain't fighting them. Okay? But if they shoot a nuke over there,
nor downplayed. More importantly,
it's a war, man.
Did not call for retaliation.
Well, they made a mistake. They, of course,
that's Iran right there. That's their president.
Downplaying it is also wrong. Saying no, there was nothing.
Listen what he say.
This is also wrong.
So just the standard rhetoric from Tehran. From the looks of it, this may not escalate. And even if it did, it would not be the biggest challenge on Netanyahu's list. He is under immense pressure at home. His allies want him to take a ceasefire deal now. So far, the Israeli Prime Minister has ignored such calls, but it's getting harder by the day, given that his own defense minister
You see that?
now challenges.
Ignore.
We are talking about Yoav Gallant. He has written a letter to Prime Minister Netanyahu criticizing the war. He says Israel's war efforts have become aimless. We have a copy and a quote from that letter. This is what it says. Significant developments in the war, especially Israel and Iran trading direct blows, raise the necessity of holding a discussion and updating the war's goals with a comprehensive look. So Gallant is calling for a reassessment, but Netanyahu may not agree. Instead, he is looking to fire Gallant. That's what the Israeli press is reporting, that the Prime Minister wants to sack the defense minister. Meanwhile, public pressure is piling on. Over the weekend, Netanyahu was heckled by protesters.
See that, y'all? Look at them people. Look at them people arguing. Because they want this shit to quit. See that? Those is innocent people, man. And they dying left and right from bombs.
These were families of the hostages who are still in Gaza. They want a ceasefire so that their people can be brought back.
Yeah.
Earlier, Egypt had proposed a new deal.
But I'm gonna tell you something. Those people that they got hostage,
ceasefire in exchange for the
and they want them to let them go.
Netanyahu,
I'm gonna tell you right now, they did.
He doesn't want an end to the war.
I guarantee you they did.
And in this scenario,
I guarantee you they did, man.
With Iran and the risk of a wider war
I guarantee you they did, man.
will remain alive.
Look, y'all. Hey, we're going to go to something else. Because I want y'all to wake up, man. We're going to go right here to Earth. These people don't lie. Listen to this, y'all. I'm trying to wake y'all up. Listen to what she say.
But it wasn't enough to block them. So the EU will place tariffs on Chinese EV imports. They will range from 8 to 35%, depending on the Chinese company. And you can be sure that China will retaliate unless Europe backs down and reaches some sort of settlement. In fact, negotiations are still on. The EU can still work out a compromise. The deadline is October 30th. But now let's take a step back and think of the bigger picture. Should the EU back down? Yes, the tariffs will spark a trade war. Yes, prices will go up. Yes, protectionism will rise. But so what? Is that really a bad thing in the long run? Europe is where it is today because it is no longer competitive. Why did the German companies make plants in China? Because they could not make competitive cars at home. And what was the result? Job losses, stagnation, and finally utter dependence on Chinese imports. Things are slightly cheaper, sure, but Europe is now dependent on Beijing's good graces. It prays for China's forgiveness and fears tariffs on pork, milk, and brandy. Seriously, how the mighty have fallen. Perhaps it's time for Europe and the world to introspect. Yes, globalization
Let me tell y'all
is a good
something.
thing. It can make things more affordable.
United States
people,
get mostly all their stuff from China.
Should you surrender your sovereignty for pretty Chinese baubles?
Better pay attention to
There needs
this.
to be a balance, at least a little bit of protectionism, we say. Local production may lead to higher costs, but it also generates jobs. It provides security from supply chain disruptions, and it gives you some leverage, especially when dealing with bullies like China. The EU has finally shown some spine. Hopefully, they do not capitulate by the end of this month. As for the rest of the world, perhaps it's time we start fine-tuning our own policies to make sure we don't become as fearful as the once mighty Europe.
Y'all hear that? I don't think y'all heard that. Let me go back.
Europe. We don't become as fearful as the once mighty Europe. Tuning our own. As for the rest of the world, perhaps it's time we start fine-tuning our own policies to make sure we don't become as fearful as the once mighty Europe.
And that's a fact. Hold up, she ain't gone.
Why should anyone
listen
other
to
than
this.
the woman herself have the power to determine what she does with her own body? It's a good question, but we aren't the ones asking it. Melania Trump is the former First Lady of the United States, whose husband Donald Trump is seeking re-election. Melania Trump is bracing to release a memoir where she has taken a pro-abortion stance. And this may come as a shock, but it also comes at a crucial time when abortion is a hot-button topic in the presidential election and Donald Trump is still deciding how to press it. He has gone from taking credit for upending the constitutional right to abortion to claiming that he will veto any federal abortion ban.
Yeah.
Amid this back and forth, how will Melania Trump's words affect her husband's chances? And is she the first Republican former First Lady to have a contrasting stance on abortion with her husband? Here's a report.
It is imperative to guarantee that women have autonomy in deciding their preference of having children based on their own convictions, free from any intervention or pressure from the government. These words don't belong to a gender studies academic. This is what Melania Trump is saying. Yes, the wife of Donald Trump, the Republican presidential nominee, who takes credit for helping overturn Roe versus Wade, upending the constitutional right to abortion in the United States. Melania's statement is quite a contrast from her husband's
hell with that.
when he was president.
See, they do that just to throw us off from the war. You feel me, y'all? I ain't on that shit. Hell no, you ain't gonna take me away from the war, nigga. I'm just gonna keep it going. You ain't. That's just to take you off of.
This is First Post and you're watching Vantage.
I passed that shit. See that, y'all? See that? And remember, this lady is not fake. She tell the truth because she believe the world should know the truth.
Iran has attacked Israel with 180 missiles. They managed to
listen to that, y'all.
With all this firepower, but this is just the beginning. Israel has vowed to hit back. They will most likely
you hear that? This is just the beginning.
Where it will go from here. Oil prices are already going up.
You see that? Oil, hold on. What she say? What she say?
Will most likely target Iran's nuclear facility.
What she say about oil?
Where it will go from here. Oil prices are already going up.
Oil prices is already going up. So you know what that means? Y'all gas for y'all car going up. Because that is what make gasoline for y'all car. Oil going up, so that means your gasoline gonna go up. Probably $4 or $5 a gallon. Y'all better pay attention.
Airlines aren't flying over the region. World powers are picking sides and sending reinforcements. At least Israel's allies are. As we track these developments, we're also addressing the questions that many of you have been asking today. How did Iranian missiles land in Israel? Did the Iron Dome fail? Was the Mossad headquarters attacked? Who will win this war? Who has more firepower? How are the odds stacked? And what is India's position in this conflict? As of now, New Delhi has expressed concern and questioned Israel's war tactics in Gaza. Meanwhile, Russia has struck a trade deal with Pakistan. How should India see it? And a bird in Europe has come back from extinction. We decided to wrap up with a story of hope after all the news of war. First, as always, the headlines. Israel bans the chief of the United Nations from entering the country, declares Antonio Guterres persona non grata, accuses him of failing to condemn Iran's missile attack on Israel. As tensions escalate in West Asia, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni calls a virtual meeting of the G7 leaders to discuss the crisis. Ukraine withdraws from the eastern town of Volodar, handing Russia one of its most significant territorial gains in weeks. Moscow has been trying to capture this town since its invasion in February 2022. Kiev's withdrawal raises wider concerns over its ability to defend its front line. In Pakistan, Imran Khan's party, the PTI, protests across Punjab defying
Pakistan.
Public gatherings.
Look what they doing over there.
Government. The PTI workers demand the release of Imran Khan. Police arrest few of the party leaders and disperse the demonstrators. Imran Khan, the former Prime Minister of Pakistan, has been in jail since August last year. Samsung to cut thousands of jobs. 1 in 10 posts could be axed. The layoffs will hit operations in Southeast Asia, Australia and New Zealand. Samsung is the world's largest memory chip maker. The South Korean firm employs around 250,000 workers. More than half of its total workforce is abroad. And Somalia bans plastic bags, imposing a long-delayed ban on single-use plastic to help tackle pollution. The law was first announced in February. Somalia is the latest African country to join the fight against non-biodegradable waste. Kenya has one of the world's toughest bans on plastic bags.
Y'all see that missile, don't y'all? Y'all see all them bombs? See that? Look. She don't bite her tongue. She show what's going on. Y'all see that shit? See that? That's what's going on right now. See that? That's what's going on right now.
Iran made a big mistake.
Now listen.
And it will pay for it.
Listen.
180. That's the number of missiles Iran fired at Israel last night. It was a massive attack. And Israel says it won't go unanswered. Benjamin Netanyahu has declared that Iran will pay for this operation. So with every passing hour, the situation in West Asia is becoming more tense. Just take a look at the pictures from last night. These may look like fireflies, but these are Iranian ballistic missiles.
See that, y'all? Them things in the sky, them is missiles. Big ass bombs.
Those pictures were from
Just imagine, when we go to war, that's what's going to be in our skies, coming over here. See that shit? See them? See all them? Look, see all them, look at that.
Iranian missiles were everywhere.
That's what's going to be coming over here.
Sounds of explosions filled the air for several minutes as Israel
While y'all playing around, man. Playing around and chewing on nachos. See that shit? Yeah. Look at that. It's a lot of bombs. Look at all them bombs, man. Each one of them is bombs. See that? See when it hit the ground, see what it did. You hear that?
Israel says there were no major casualties. It was largely able to fend off this attack, but Tehran is challenging this claim. It says 90% of the Iranian missiles hit their targets. That's
See?
what Iran is saying.
Hit their target.
Hit their targets. It's difficult to verify either version at this point. There are multiple conflicting reports. Like always,
look at that shit, man.
Truth is the first
look at that.
casualty.
Buildings tore up. Look at that shit, y'all.
Iranian missiles
look at them. Look at that.
Israeli defenses.
Look at that.
Pictures like these have emerged. Missile shrapnel.
Look at that. You know what that is right there? That's a bomb that blew up. That's a bomb right there, y'all. That blew up. That's how big they is.
Some missile debris fell in Jordan as well. 2 people suffered injuries there. This is Iran's second direct attack on Israel in less than 6 months. Tehran named this operation True Promise 2. True Promise 1 happened in the month of April this year, and it was very different. Back then, Israel had carried out an operation in Syria.
Look at all them missiles in the air, and them ain't stars. Them ain't stars in the sky moving. Them is bombs.
It was quite dramatic.
Them is missiles.
It was a performative strike. The idea was not to inflict damage. It was to be seen as striking back, to be seen as doing something. Compared to that, yesterday's attack was far more significant, both in terms of scale and ambition. It was meant to hurt. While Israel managed to contain the damage, tensions remain high. Israelis are anxious about what may come next.
So last night I was a bit afraid because my parents have just arrived here from Australia for Chagim, and so I felt responsible for their safety. All my friends in Australia and from overseas, I felt that they were more afraid because they kept on sending messages, are you okay, are you okay, are you okay?
Well, it was scary, especially the children. And
You see that? That's what y'all gonna be saying. Ooh, it's scary. Ooh, especially y'all women. Y'all gonna be hollering.
React very soon and strong.
So that's the mood in Israel. People are tense, but as you can see, they're out and about. What about the other side? People in Iran are celebrating.
See, y'all ain't never been in a place where it's having war. Nigga, that's a lot of noise and explosion. And that shit is loud as fuck. Then you got shit all on fire, buildings falling down, all that shit. Look at that. Somebody shooting missiles off. That's what that is. Somebody shooting missiles off and they going somewhere.
So Iran and its supporters in West Asia are celebrating. But even they know that this is just the beginning. Iran and Israel are formally at war. They've been fighting for a while now. Netanyahu was quick to issue a statement. He said Iran has made a big mistake and he wants revenge.
That's the president right there, man, of Islam.
And our determination to retaliate.
And listen what he's saying.
We will keep to the rule we have determined. Whoever attacks us, we attack them.
See? And Iran is attacking them.
Today, Israel intensified its campaign
Look
in
at
Lebanon.
that.
Its troops entered.
Look at that city, man, tore up. You see that? Them buildings all tore up.
Have repelled the Israeli troops.
Look at that.
Killed 8 Israeli soldiers today.
See that?
But Netanyahu remains undeterred.
8 of Israel's soldiers got killed.
And intensified the bombing campaign.
Look at that shit, man.
Israel says it has destroyed more than 150 targets.
See?
Lebanon's capital, Beirut, was bombed again. Its
See that?
skyline was filled with smoke.
Look, y'all. Look. Hear all that noise? Bombing the shit out of them. Look all over here. See all that smoke? All back there. Bombing them, man. Bombing the shit out of them.
What about Iran? Well, Iran is not backing down either. Its president issued a statement today.
Hear that? Iran is not backing down.
The operation was a response to Israel's actions in Lebanon. The attacks.
And they fighting Israel.
Escalating says Iran will strike again if Israel does not stop.
If Israel want to respond to the last night's attack, they will face a more severe response. Israel's Iron Dome is more fragile than glass, and the world needs to stop them and put this apartheid regime in their place.
So both Israel and Iran are making fresh threats. No side wants to retreat. There's little room for diplomacy at the moment as things stand.
And I'm going to tell you now,
the war will continue.
Israel is not going to stop. You know why? Because y'all done tore up their damn city, man. So why should they stop? And y'all city over there not hardly tore up. Bullshit. You see what they showing right there? Yeah. Man, Israel is not stopping. You heard what the president said. He said, no,
exactly
we want revenge.
Who would want 180 missiles?
They're not talking about, okay, we'll stop bombing. No, that man said we want revenge. So you know what that means? He's going to keep going.
To settle his scores with Iran. Just look at his actions over the last year. Excessive force in Gaza, direct attacks on Tehran.
Look at that shit, man.
Chief in Beirut. All of it confirms one thing. He was needling
Look
Iran
at
all the time.
look at that, man.
Spoiling for a direct confrontation, and now he's got it. The Israeli Prime Minister addressed a security meeting yesterday. He promised to make Iran pay.
See that? He's not gonna stop.
Mistake tonight,
You see what he's saying?
The regime in Iran does not understand our determination to defend ourselves and our determination to
Nigga ain't stopping, man.
our enemies.
He's not stopping,
There are
man.
those in Tehran who do not understand this either.
Those words he's saying, man.
We will keep to the rule.
That shit don't sound like stopping.
That's a strong statement, and expect Netanyahu.
Yeah, that's a strong
He
statement.
couldn't do that the last time.
He's not stopping, man.
The first direct attack in April this year, but Israel's response
Iran,
was
man.
a bit half-hearted.
Iran shot all the missiles over in his city.
His allies have closed ranks behind him,
Or
and on the
whatever.
battlefield, he's making constant gains. So it's the perfect opportunity for the Israeli Prime Minister, and he knows it. This week, he spoke to the Iranian people directly. He hinted at a regime change in Tehran.
But you know one simple thing. Iran's tyrants don't care about your future, but you do. When Iran is finally free, and that moment will come.
Look at that, man. Look at that, man. It shouldn't be no one person on here, man.
The Jewish people.
You mean to tell me what I'm showing, these people ain't interested? Okay.
Now let's be clear, it's not like people in Iran were logging on to X to see Netanyahu's speech. It wasn't meant for Iranians.
I can't wait till we go to war, man.
Netanyahu was basically broadcasting his intentions.
So when we go to war, all these people that's coming on here and leaving, coming on here, stay for a while and leave, they just stay on here and watch as much as they
And
can.
the targets? A lot of theories are floating around.
That's all right.
Iran's nuclear facilities are said to be
Cause what? When we go to war, those same people that came on here and leaving, them gonna be the people that crying.
If Israel attacks,
Crying, talking about what they doing that to us for? Why they doing that?
Escalation, it would be an
We're not gonna have nothing. I can't go to the store and buy a loaf of bread. Ain't no more food. I'm hungry. My kids hungry. That's what them people gonna be saying, man.
Iran has around
Cause them the type of people that don't pay attention, and these is the type of people that come on here and leave. These is the type of people that.
But is it tactically possible?
These are the type of people that come on here and leave, come on here and leave. They gonna be the ones that, the main ones out here talking about ain't no food in the grocery store. Or my kids is hungry. Yeah.
That's the first challenge. But let's assume they make it.
One thing for sure, I ain't gonna be hungry. Cause I got a motherfucking apartment full of goddamn food, man. Canned goods and everything.
Which brings us to the second possibility.
I'm gonna be eating good, goddammit.
Iran has around 98 oil. A man who would impact his life deeply. This man was Ayatollah Khomeini, the first supreme leader of Iran. Nasrallah was close to Khomeini. He was inspired by him. So when he returned to Lebanon, he wanted to do what Khomeini was doing. Nasrallah joined Amal, the same Shia
I don't want to
militia
watch
group
that
again.
shit. Nigga, I want to watch the fucking war. What the hell going on? That's what I want to
It
know.
won the Man Booker Prize in
Oh, come on, my friend. Talk to me. Tell me something
the
good.
East Asia Summit.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Tell me something good now. Come on now. Tell me something good. Let's go back. Tell me something good.
As Israel intensifies attacks on Beirut and prepares to strike Iran, the Gulf states have sent a message to the US. Stop Israel from attacking Iran's oil facilities. Needless to say, with rising tensions, oil prices are...
Y'all hear that?
Meanwhile, an Israeli...
I don't think y'all heard that. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back.
As Israel intensifies
Listen, y'all.
and prepares to strike Iran, the Gulf states have sent a message to the US.
Listen.
Stop Israel from attacking Iran's oil facilities. Needless to say, with rising tensions, oil prices are going up. Meanwhile, an Israeli attack on UN peacekeepers in Lebanon is drawing a lot of criticism.
Y'all think this shit a joke. You hear what she's saying?
Chiefs are under the scanner as the regime tries to purge Israeli
And that shit is true. There's shit going on right now.
Is being interrogated. In other news, We'll tell you why Prime Minister Narendra Modi's address at the East Asia Summit is significant, why China has detained Foxconn workers without cause, why Bangladeshi students are marching with ISIS flags, and what is Mohammed Yunus doing about it? Another terror attack in Pakistan, is it capable of ensuring the safety of the SCO summit next week? Why Donald Trump keeps bringing up Indian tariffs in his election campaign? How Hungary's leader Viktor Orban got a hostile reception at the EU Parliament.
I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all better vote for Donald Trump.
Animals to go viral. All this and more coming up.
I'm telling you, Donald Trump can slow all this shit down.
Is the European Union and China on the verge of a full-blown trade war?
I'm telling y'all, Donald Trump can slow all this shit down. Because I got one thing to say to y'all. When Donald Trump was the president, was the war even talked about? Hell no. Huh? Was Putin, Russia, was they talking about invading Ukraine? Hell no. Was China talking about invading Taiwan? No. Soon Joe Biden got in the White House. Look what's going on. Everybody start doing what they want to do.
Noel Tata appointed the new chair.
And I'm telling y'all, all y'all know this.
Ratan Tata, who passed away on Wednesday. Noel Tata was unanimously elected. The 67-year-old has previously held various leadership positions within the Tata Group. And a Japanese anti-nuclear group is piling up on the streets. Last night, deadliest airstrike yet. Last night, smoke, sounds of explosion on. Its capital, Beirut, looks like a war zone. The sky is full of black smoke, sounds of explosion.
I'm waiting for a lot of people to get on here. Cause shit done hit the fan now. God damn it. United States might be kinda get ready.
We start with the latest from West Asia, where the focus is on Lebanon. Its capital, Beirut, looks like a war zone. The sky is full of black smoke, sounds of explosions fill the air, and rubble is piling up on the streets. Last night,
look, y'all,
struck Beirut again. It was their
United States about to go off now. Let me tell y'all something. It's on now. Just got the news, man. Just right here, breaking news to me. Yup, my girl right here, man. They strike them again, man. And we told them don't do it. And they strike them with a big bomb, man. The kind of bomb. Look, man, they keep leaving, man. These motherfuckers retarded. Man, these motherfuckers retarded, man. You know what, man? You know what I'm about to do, man? These motherfuckers think this war is a bullshit. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers just strike that man a city again, man. And we told them don't do it. And they did it anyway. So guess what? United States of America is going to war right now, man. They just shot a bomb with a warhead on it, man. United States just shot a warhead over into Iran. Because we told them don't shoot no more bombs over here, over into that man place right there, man. Israel, okay? And they did it. So guess what? United States just shot a big missile over there with a warhead on it, over to Iran. So guess what, y'all? We in war. That's what we've been waiting on. We in war, y'all. United States is shooting their bombs now. Cause check this out. Look what these fools did, Iran. Look what they doing, man. Look what they doing. They shooting them back at us. Look.
We start with the latest from West
Look,
Asia.
I told y'all we was going to fucking war.
Looks like a war.
We in war.
The sky is full of black smoke, sounds of explosions fill the air, and rubble is piling up on the streets. Last night, Israel struck Beirut again.
Yep.
It was their deadliest airstrike yet.
Yup. The deadly one. Yup. Look, y'all. They did it. It's on. Look at that. Look at that. It's on now, Jack. No. It's on, man.
Yesterday's attack alone killed at least 20 people. More than 100 others are injured.
See that?
Israel hit central Beirut. It's a part of the city that was not targeted before. This area is packed with civilians with multiple apartments, and this is where Israeli forces struck without a warning. Who were they after? A man called Wafik Safa. He is a senior Hezbollah leader. Wafik Safa was a close ally of Hassan Nasrallah. Nasrallah was killed by Israel last month. Safa was one of his main negotiators, which makes him an important target for Israel, and that's why they wanted to kill him. But they failed. Wafik Safa managed to survive the strike, but some of the locals around him were not so lucky. Eyewitnesses say Israel carried out a devastating strike.
Who helped you? Did you go to the hospital, or did someone in the street help?
Someone on the street helped the guys. I thought I was not going to survive.
What happened?
People have been humiliated. They have been. What can they do?
Man, look at this right here, man. Hey, come here, man. Come here. Look. There's only one damn person looking at this, and we're going to war.
It shows their spokesperson giving a
and look, the house. This is what America people think about. Look, America people think about. Only got 2 people on here, man. But any other, if you talking about anything else, if you talking about P. Diddy or anything else, this motherfucker be loaded up. They rather look at P. Diddy than to look at what's going on right now. See, look. See how America people is. See that? They goofy as hell, man.
See the hand grenades here? Sniper rifles. Extremely high sniper rifles.
Look, look how America people is, man. They backwards, man.
Look at those sniper rifles.
They rather look at P. Diddy.
The video is indeed quite dramatic. Critics say
all this other shit, man.
Information war. In the early days of the Gaza war, videos like these were quite common. The IDF used to release them frequently. They were presented as proof of
we in a fucking war, and these motherfuckers ain't even looking. They keep coming on here and leaving.
Now the same strategy is being deployed.
Now if I was talking about P. Diddy or something, this mugger be loaded.
We don't know when the video was shot. Israel has not shared a lot of specifics.
Man, these motherfuckers backwards. I don't understand them, man.
The IDF will escalate this war.
And I could tell you now, all the people that's coming on here and leaving, they don't know shit about this war, man.
This week, Israel issued fresh threats, remember, we told you about this.
And when I leave, when they leave,
the would be deadly, precise,
when the war happens, they ain't gonna know what's going on or what to do.
And they seem to have triggered more panic. The Gulf states are lobbying the
United States. That's how they think. That's how America people think, man.
And Qatar. They want to avoid further escalation, and they want.
They don't want to know what's going on.
Israel from targeting Iranian.
But when this shit hit the fan, cause it is, it's gonna hit the fan, Jack.
Threat from Tehran. It said that any Gulf assistance to Israel would be seen as an act of war. This
See that?
includes opening up their airspace for any
See
Israeli
that?
operation. Iran has delivered
And
a
look,
message to the Saudis.
it was
and
3
drawn
people on here
red lines
and 2
with this
left.
warning.
And look what
It
this
is
lady
telling
talking
Gulf
about.
states that if Israel attacks us, we will
Look.
go after your oil facilities.
Look what
You see,
this
in the
lady
event of an
talking
all-out war,
about.
the Americans are expected to support Israel.
Look.
And the Americans have
Y'all hear that?
war.
Y'all hear that?
Your
Y'all hear
oil
America?
facilities.
Look.
You see, in the event of an all-out war, the Americans are expected to support Israel. And
Support
the Americans have
Israel.
military bases all over the Gulf.
See
So
that?
Iran sees them as fair game.
Yeah.
It's a scenario that Gulf countries want to avoid. The oil market is
Y'all hear that?
nervous. Prices of Brent crude have been.
I don't think y'all heard that.
You see, in the event of an all-out war, the Americans are expected to support Israel. And the Americans have military bases all over the Gulf.
Yeah.
So Iran
Y'all hear
them
that?
as fair game.
America what now? Say it again, lady.
Want to avoid.
Cause
the oil market is already feeling nervous.
no, say that again.
Go after your oil facilities.
Say it again.
You see, in the event of an all-out war, the Americans are expected to support Israel. And the Americans have military bases all over the Gulf.
Yeah.
Your oil
all over the Gulf.
You see, in the event of an all-out war, the
Yeah.
Americans are expected to support Israel. And the Americans have military bases all over the Gulf.
They ain't hear it. Say it again.
And the Americans have military bases all over the Gulf. So Iran sees them as fair game.
Okay, they ain't hear it. Say it again about America. What America got?
You see, in the event of an all-out war, the Americans are expected to support Israel. And the Americans have military bases all over the Gulf. So Iran sees them as fair game.
See?
It's a scenario that Gulf countries want to avoid. The oil market is already feeling nervous. Prices of Brent crude.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all see that right there? Y'all know what that is? That's an oil thing right there, y'all. That's the thing that makes the oil. That sucks the oil out of the ground and it goes through all this stuff right here. And then it turns into oil. Okay? Y'all know what makes oil? I mean, y'all know what oil makes? Oil make gasoline. Okay? Oil make gasoline for y'all cars. Okay? Okay? It take oil to make gasoline. If you don't have oil, then you won't have gasoline. So what that lead to? Your car be parked in the yard. Can't run because it don't got no gas. Okay? This is an oil plant. Okay? Okay? Listen to this. Okay?
And this week. Sweeping attacks on oil facilities will mean a sharp jump in oil prices. So
y'all hear that?
Want America
Here, I'll rewind it.
Jump in oil prices.
Listen.
Sweeping attacks on oil facilities will mean a sharp jump in oil prices. Sweeping attacks on oil facilities will mean a sharp jump in oil prices.
You hear that?
It is already feeling nervous. Prices of Brent crude have been volatile this week. Sweeping attacks on oil facilities will mean a sharp jump in oil prices.
Yep.
So these Gulf countries want America to stop Israel.
See?
But at this point, even the U.S. seems helpless.
Yeah. America want to stop Israel. People want America to stop Israel because Israel is our ally. You know, if they go to war, we got their back. We'll go to war with them. Okay? If y'all don't understand that shit, man. What part y'all don't understand? Okay? Iran been bombing the shit out of Israel. There's a lot of buildings in Iran that's tore up, man, demolished. It's a lot of areas out there is demolished, man. They're like a junkyard. It's demolished. The president of Iran is tired of that shit and fed up because their city is destroyed. So he talking about bombing Iran oil. Okay? Now let me tell y'all something. If Israel, the reason why they want the president of the United States to tell Israel to stop don't bomb their oil thing is because, you know why? Because that will stop a big ass commotion. Because let me tell y'all something. If Israel, which is our allies, they fight, we fight. Okay? If Israel bomb Iran oil base, where they bring in oil, treat it, make it, put it in barrels. If Israel bomb that, man, it'll destroy their whole fucking oil thing. And it'll be down. It won't be no more oil for them. Because they'll have to put money in it and rebuild it. And let me tell you something. That take in the $1 trillion, man. If not trillion, billions. It take billions of dollars, man, to build that oil thing back. Okay? Which they probably don't have. Now, if Israel bombed that oil plant, guess what, y'all? All hell gonna break out. Israel is gonna bomb them like a motherfucking, like you never seen it before. And you know what that's gonna lead? United States gonna have to step up. They're gonna have to help. They're gonna help. They're gonna have to help because it done went too far now. That's when all hell gonna break out. That's when Russia gonna jump in. Everybody gonna be jumping in, man. That's when all hell gonna break out. That's what you call World War III. Okay? If y'all don't know that. If Israel bomb Iran oil, it's over with. We gone to war. Because Iran is going to bomb the shit out of... They're going to bomb the shit out of Israel. I'm telling y'all. Now, I want y'all to listen to what she say again. Listen. Listen what she say again.
Sees them as fair game. It's a scenario that Gulf countries want to avoid. The oil market is already feeling nervous. Prices of Brent crude have been volatile this week. Sweeping attacks on oil facilities will mean a sharp jump in oil prices. So these Gulf countries want America to stop Israel. But at this point, even the US seems helpless. Consider what Antony Blinken said today.
Though Israel has a clear and very legitimate interest in doing that, the people of Lebanon want the same thing. We believe that the best way to get there is through a diplomatic understanding, one that we've been working on for some time and one that we're extremely focused on right now.
That's the US Secretary of State, Antony Blinken. He sounds completely out of touch with the ground reality. He keeps talking about a diplomatic solution.
See that?
But for that, Israel will have to end its operations both in Gaza and in Lebanon.
See that, y'all?
Netanyahu has shown no
Let me tell y'all something, man. These people don't know what the hell they doing in the United States, man. As far as what I've been seeing, man, they don't care about us people out here, man. They don't care, man. Because you know what he mean? He don't care if he if Israel bomb Iran oil. They don't care. And I'm going to tell you something. Joe Biden definitely don't care. You notice he ain't say shit. And he our president. Joe Biden. He our president. And he ain't say nothing. That man talk for him. He ain't say nothing to us. Okay? So y'all better wake up, man. Y'all keep coming on here and stuff, man, and all that, man. You know what? You know what, man? You know what? Hell with y'all, man. I'm gonna let y'all sleep. Shit. Fuck that. Y'all wanna play, y'all wanna just keep popping up and shit and popping up and then go away and all that, man. Well, go ahead and go to sleep. When we go to war, I'll holler at y'all, man. I'm gone. Bye. Get the hell out of here, man. Y'all don't appreciate this shit, man. Cause I know I'm the only one doing this. Everybody else ain't showing y'all shit what's going on right now. And then y'all keep coming on here. I only got 3 people on here watching it. I'm looking at the thing. People come on here and then they leave. Come on here and leave. To now, you know what? I'm going to leave. And y'all ain't going to get to see this shit. And you know what? I'm about to focus on it myself. Instead, keep talking to y'all, man. Focus on it my damn self. Bye. Fucking shit, man. Y'all get bombed, man. Too damn bad. You know why? Because I have a bunker to go underground. So ain't nothing going to happen to me. That's why I'm looking out for y'all. I have a bunker. I be underground while they bombing. And when the shit over with, I come out of my bunker alive. So, y'all don't appreciate what I'm doing. So hell with y'all, man. Hell with y'all hard-hit ass people, man.